welcome my forest friends and viewers. It's time for Nanny Annie's Family Faith in Action. Today we celebrate the second Sunday of Lent. Do you recall what the gospel was about? It was taken from Mark 9, 2-10. I do. Jesus took 3 disciples up a big mountain. That's right, Jules. Can you tell me which 3? Peter, James, and can anybody help me? I can't remember the third one. Do you remember who the third one was? Peter, James, and Squirrely knows. Yep, that's right. John. Peter, James, and John. Those were the 3 chosen to go up to the mountain, I believe it was of Tabor, for the Transfiguration. What's the Transfiguration? What happened next? I know. Jesus's clothes turned dazzling white, and a voice came out of the cloud that said, "This is my son, the beloved. Listen to him." Yeah, that's right. And there was 2 others there too that just suddenly appeared. Wow, talking about an amazing hike with Jesus. Can you imagine? You know, this is one of my favorite gospels for a couple of reasons. First of all, it reminds me that Jesus will prepare me for what lies ahead in my life. Jesus took those 3 disciples up there to prepare them for his coming passion and death, the crucifixion, to give them what they needed inside their hearts to get them through that very difficult time, and lead other people to come to know that Jesus was the Messiah. God will prepare us too for whatever lies ahead in our life if we take time to spend time with Jesus. The second reason I really like this gospel is the words that Peter spoke. We didn't talk about. He said, "It is good for us to be here." Those are very precious words that remind us that Jesus is with us, and that it is good for us to reflect on that. Did you know that when the town of Hanover was settled, those scriptural words were spoken? The people that decided to stay there, they looked around and they said, "It is good for us to be here." And they decided to stay, and that God's presence was with them there. I think each and every day in our lives, it would be good for us to say, "It is good for us to be here in whatever we are doing." Maybe it'll be at our mealtime when we're enjoying good food, or maybe when somebody gives us a hug and we say, "Oh, it is good for us to be here." Maybe it's when we're all snug and cozy in our bed at night and we feel at peace. How about we make that our action item? Let's take a piece of paper and put down the words, "It is good for us to be here." If you're not big enough to draw or to write letters, maybe your parents can do, and you can help to decorate it and put that in your prayer place or somewhere predominant in your house to remind you to say that throughout the day. And you know, even in difficulties, it's good to say, "It is good for us to be here," because we know that through difficulties, God strengthens us. It's a bit more challenging to say at that time. The other thing that we should remember is that if we say it frequently, the words will just run off our tongues. And then throughout our week, we'll remember that Jesus is with us, and it is good to be where we're at. And we can praise and thank God for whatever is happening throughout our day. Thanks for joining us on Nanny Annie's Family Faith in Action.